Hi everyone. So our next video is going to be body oil. Very simple video. These are the ingredients that I typically use in my body oil, except for like the oils. We'll just keep it simple with those today. So you'll get to learn how to make a body oil and also how to make it less greasy. So I hope you enjoy this video today. So let's make some body oil. Are back with a super simple body oil video. I'm not gonna, again, this is just for video purposes, so I'm just gonna make enough for me to fit in one of these bottles. Body oil is great for your skin. I find it works in summer or winter. Body oil could be a good alternative if you don't want to use like a body balm or a body butter because it's oil based. You try to pick light oils when you have to do a body oil, because I don't know if you've ever felt like when you put on maybe sunscreen or anything like that, how it makes your skin maybe really oily, and then it feels like if your skin is itching even though nothing is like crawling on your skin. So when you're making a body oil, you try to use very light oils. That can mean also using like triglycerides, which is a very light oil base. It comes from coconut oil, but is a very light version of it. So it's not fractionated coconut oil either. Then you want oils as well that are going to actually help your skin, because it's not only to keep your skin moisturized, but what else can it do? So I'm going to be using rosehip oil as well. It is good for cell turnover. I'm going to also use jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is really good for your skin. It actually matches your skin's natural sebum, which is oil levels. And then to make sure that the oil is not very oily, we are also going to use isopropyl myristate. This will help to make the body oil rub on your skin smoothly and not leave a really oily film on it. So let's get started. So I have 100 ml beaker, because again, I'm not making a lot here. The first I'm going to start with is my triglyceride. You can buy these on Amazon. You can also buy them from like the suppliers that I usually have listed. It's not an expensive product. So I'm going to add 7.5 grams of this. I'll also try to remember to put this recipe or this formula really in the... It's okay if it goes over by a little bit. Next, I'm going to add fractionated coconut oil. So you have, this is the liquid form of coconut oil. It does not get hard like the other ones that you might see me using in my soaps. It stays in the liquid form. And a lot of people have used coconut oil on their skin for a very, very long time. It does help to moisturize the skin and keep it hydrated. I'm also going to add 7.5 of this as well. Well, that went over. Good thing I'm only using this for myself. And I guess this is where usually what I would do is I would have all of these in different beakers, but because this is such a small amount, I didn't want to have to do a lot of cleanup. Okay, then I'm going to add some jojoba oil. I'm using 4.2 grams of this. This is where you can either have this big bottle and then a smaller squeezy bottle, or a pipette, to make sure that you're not going over your amount, because then you're adding more of a product, ingredient into a product that's not needed, and it's kind of a waste when you have to buy more each time you're going over. So keep that in mind. Okay, so these, you can buy some of these so that when it gets close to the amount, all you would have to do is like squeeze out enough, but then you're using multiple of these. So either have everything in a separate beaker as you go along, because this is a small amount, I'm only using one beaker. But if you're making, say, maybe a 1,000-gram batch of this, you might need to have all your beakers there, make sure and weigh them out individually, and then pour into one container so that you're not using multiple, so you're not wasting any product. So then we're going to add our rosehip oil. I used to find that the rosehip oil used to settle like all the way down to the bottom in the product. So when like you have to use it, you shake it up, which is not a problem. It's just a bit heavier than the other oils that we're adding today. And this is what actually helps to give it the color because it's so rich. Okay, so just a little bit more. And majority of these, if you want to start, you can just buy them from Amazon. You don't need to. You can actually, I think some of these, when I first started, you can get like a 4-pack of small oils together or however. But yeah, just go on Amazon and look them up and then you can purchase them from there. This brand, I tend to buy Premium Nature on Amazon. They're really good. So this is sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is just another carrier oil. Instead of using all your good oils, I don't want to say like you shouldn't use your good oils, but the percentages of those other oils. So this is just to help make up more of your formula. Like jojoba oil, depending on where you're getting it, might be expensive, especially rosehip oil. So you need another carrier oil to help to build up the formula so that you're not using a lot of those other oils. Coconut oil, the fractionated coconut oil is cheap. You can get it anywhere. So you can use a lot of that. In this formula, I did use a lot of that. And then this would be like the second carrier oil to help with your formula. So I need 3 grams of that. And that is over again. I said, luckily I'm making this for me and I'm only using it in this beaker. Okay. Next, we are going to add our isopropyl myristate. As again, I mentioned that this is a ingredient that is there to help to make the oils less greasy when you place it on your skin. As I said, I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but I have, where I've put like oil on my skin and it just makes my skin itch because it's so greasy on my hand no matter how I try to like rub it in. So it says the usage rate of this is between 1 to 25%, and it is used in a lot of cosmetic formulas and such. At this time as well, this is where you can go ahead and add, if you want to add extracts, make sure that you're choosing an extract that is oil soluble. Some extracts do have in water as well as glycerin, and then they don't mix well with the oils. Emulsifier or stabilizer, really, you can use like stuff like polysorbate like 20, maybe soy lecithin, Olivium 300. Those are good if you want to incorporate those other extracts, but usually like adding the extract wouldn't really matter. I think the benefits here are the oils that you are adding, so it's really up to you how you want to formulate your formula for your own body oil. So I'll go ahead and add this in, and it might look like water or watery, but it's not. Okay, and to make sure that, because these are oils, yes, but they can still get rancid at a different, because each oil has their own expiry date. So to make sure that we are kind of like mitigating the amount of time that it has left, you can go ahead and add your vitamin E. This is not a preservative, but it will help with making sure that the oils stay good for that time frame. Okay. And to this, you can actually go ahead and add a fragrance oil. Now I'm just going to use, so this is one of the favorites in the body balm. So as I'm using this for myself, but I actually really love the fragrance. So this is Blood Orange and Goji. I just name it Blood Orange in my body balm collection, and I'll add this to the formula. And these also have a usage rate as well. So whenever you're going to make something, you should check the usage rate of your fragrance oil, because it can be really low. I realize for soap, sometimes when I'm doing it can be low, and I'm like, well, I want to use the whole bottle, but I can't. So just make sure that you're checking that as well. So from here, we're just going to stir this in. So you will see when I start to stir, the isopropyl alcohol actually helps to give it like a nice smooth look. And you make sure to stir it in until it looks fully incorporated, and you want the fragrance oil to actually adhere to the oils as well. So I kind of do this for like a minute or so. Okay, so that's our body oil right here. Going forward though, usually for my body oil, I have like 2 or 4 ounce. I'm actually going to be changing them to 8 ounce containers. So you have an 8 ounce pump top. You can also, because of the isopropyl alcohol, I find you can also put this in a spray container. I don't know, I like the pump top better. Again, I can pump out just enough for me to use the spray. You literally have to keep spraying it on your skin, and it's totally up to whoever is making the product what they want their look to be with the final presentation. But I will be using 8 ounce pump tops going forward. They will be in the slender containers, because I am going to be, with the change of everything that's happening with the business, I will be changing around a lot of the containers, and also the ones that are, because I find I had like maybe 2 or 3 options for what the person can buy, maybe a 2, 4, and 8 ounce, and then you realize, well, the person is only buying 8 ounce more, or 4 ounce more, or 2 ounce more. So it's like, okay, do I really need the others? I don't. So you'll see those changes when the site is completed for January. I'm hoping that I can get it completed before then, but we'll just see, because I'm actually working with someone now Shout out to Lauren Black from Glow Design. She is really nice, and she's helping me with just making those changes. When I first started, I did everything myself. And I think as time went on, you realize, oh, I really don't have time to be doing my site and that at the same time. So it's okay to ask for help. Yeah, it's okay. I tend not to, but it is okay to ask for help when you need. So it is fine. So you just put this in your container. I had to cut this because these come a little longer. Usually I use these as either giveaways or I put them as sample containers. And you just simply just pour that in. I might get a little bit more than I need because of the little extra that I pour in, but we'll see. Yeah, so I just have a little bit more, which is okay. And then this just goes into here. And you put on your little label. And then when you're ready to use, you just go ahead and you pump it out. You can pump it out in your hand like this. So it looks like that. And then rub it in your hand. And when you put it on your skin, it just goes right into your skin. And that was the whole purpose of this. I didn't want to make it and then it leaves your skin like extra greasy. Like I don't like that. So it just absorbs right into your skin. And with the isopropyl myristate, it helps to make sure that it does not leave that greasy film on your skin. Okay, so there you go. It's good to use it right after you have come out of the shower. That way it absorbs with the water as well. It works really well with the water. So I hope that helped. I will be making a couple other of the products, but I'll try to make the soap in between so that you have something to watch. I know like a lot of people like the soap videos, but I also just wanted to show you other products that we make as well. So if you have any questions about this, of course, put them into the comment section. I will try to respond. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to post for the last 3 days. I usually use a program that I just got off from Microsoft, but maybe I should start looking at different editing programs like Adobe and stuff. I don't use Adobe because it's just simple. I just need to be able to get in, edit, and then post. But maybe I can start looking at other stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.